Yeah, right here, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
That's a deviation
Yeah, we'll have
amongst
to
the
have a
majority.
policy meeting this
still have to
month,
be
in May,
majority
and then I want to do
either way.
a finance and
Get this piece of paper out. It's going to be 6 o'clock. Good evening, everyone. I would like to call this regular school board meeting to order. Board members present. Everyone is present. Nobody is absent. Can we have the scouts join us for the Pledge of Allegiance? We missed you last month.
Yes. We'll get back.
Oh, we saw you picking up
Did you
the
run
highway.
run the names really quick again one more time?
Yes, go ahead.
My name is Nick.
Hi, Nick.
My name is Adam.
My name is Jack.
/ John.
Jack/John?
Yeah.
Yes, man. I'm there with you.
All right. Scott salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Two. Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's good when you get a Jack John.
You Jack John?
I'm Jack John.
All right. Can I please have a motion to approve the agenda?
I move to approve the agenda as presented.
So moved?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
That's my line.
Just a quick update for the president's report. Nick, Jack, congratulations on your election. We are so blessed to have you serve with us collectively, I think over 2 decades of service to the school board. So thank you so much. We appreciate that and look forward to another outstanding year. Steve, any correspondence from the clerk's report?
Other than what you just mentioned, of course, the election or re-election of both Jack and Nick, and I did receive something from the Department of Public Instruction with regards to CISA, and that's on the agenda. For
CISA
tonight.
report as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have nothing specific to report with regards to CISA, other than there are several items on our agenda tonight with regards to CISA, both the renewal of our contract for 2024, the discussion for the renewal of our contract, and also appointing someone which would be which is part of board reorganization action item number, or letter B, appointing a CISA 2 convention representative. So,
That's right.
thank you.
That's going to be.
Thank you, Steve.
Fine.
Nicole, can you talk us through some WASB updates?
Sure. So, quick legislative updates. The DPI proposed changes to waivers from the school start date is stalled until the next session. So WASB and WASDA and WASBO, I think they're all asking school leaders to basically call to get that approved so we can have local control of the start date. So I'll be doing that this week. And then I just provided a link here from the Wisconsin Policy Forum. You don't have to click it. It's just for everyone in their reading time. The Wisconsin Policy Forum on school referenda analysis in this last election. So a lot of
Great detail in there.
great detail in there. Voter perceptions, why so many districts are going out for referendum. So a really good read there. And then WASB, really just a list of any sort of Zooms or workshops that anyone would want to attend. They are asking for submissions for EdCon 2025 already, so district improvements, art exhibits, and the school fair. And then the spring workshops, they're the week of May 7th. The school district referenda webinar, part 1 and part 2, June 5th and June 12th. And then they have an annual meeting webinar on the 26th.
Are those going to be accessible via Zoom that week?
So you just have to register.
Okay.
And then May 16th for the spring workshop is the Zoom. But if you register,
For the referendum one, isn't?
yes, so if you register, you get a recording. Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yep.
slightly interested with all the data that they have going on with what their thoughts are on some of
Yeah,
that.
it's really informative. So that's it for me.
Thank you. Any questions on the legislative updates? Those weekly newsletters are a wealth of information. That referendum one is really insightful.
Yes.
All right, I'll turn it back over to Nicole for the treasurer's report.
Right. Ready? Okay. I'll present the treasurer's report dated March 2024. I'll read the ending balance for each of our accounts. Community State Bank operating account with a balance of $454,882.78. Flex account with a balance of $42,130.67. Petty cash with a balance of $300. LGIP with a balance of $4,125,692.66. WISC with a balance of $13,255,309.71, for a grand cash and investment asset total of $17,878,315.82, and a Fund 10 and 27 asset total of $3,600,166.31. And payment, account payable bills dated February 1st to February 29th, 2024. This includes paper checks numbered 72,490 to 72,528. Wire transfer checks numbered 2023-01024 through 2023-01191, and ACH checks numbered 2324-00108 to 2324-00118, for a total of $3,184,623.30.
Quick question on the bills payable. With regards to our contracts with salting and things of that nature, with some of the new facility managers and things that we're going through, is it the idea the district moving forward is going to try to, I'd rather pay overtime for one of our people than to pay a price for a company to come and do it here, is what I guess what I'm saying.
Yeah, so what happened was our truck, the plow on our truck was apparently, I think there was some sort of mishap with it, so we had to have the truck in repair. And so during that temporary, while we didn't have a truck, we did contract with Breezy Hill, but the plan
I
is,
thought that we were doing that.
yeah,
That's why I saw that.
and lawn mowing we do in-house as well, so.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
And only in a situation where something went wrong. we
Okay,
do
yeah,
that.
because it's within a week of itself, so.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay.
Any other questions on the treasurer's report? All right.
Yeah, I did want to mention for the treasurer's report, we are continuing to draw down on that referendum project. So when we started the year, we were, I think, we had $12 million or $13 million. We're down to, a much smaller number. I threw my sheet away already. Yeah, down to 7.6 million. We did have another big referendum invoice. So we are continuing to draw down on that project as we, we're past the halfway point. And so that number will just continue to draw down. That's why we separate the Fund 10 and 27 amount versus the total amount, because it does inflate it a little
When's
bit.
your next sit-down big meeting with all those involved in that?
We meet every Thursday or every Tuesday. So we alternate between like project specific questions and then also financial related questions, and which point we review like any unexpected costs, any questions we have related to the budget.
I would, whether it's this upcoming Tuesday or Thursday or whatever it is, within the next week or two, if it's possible, I'd like to.
You're on all of them.
Well,
You can jump on any one I want to.
If it's possible for them to come to the school one day, because I think sometimes it's important for them to see the decision makers of the thumbs up sitting across the table for them when it's talking about money and projects being done correctly.
Yeah, whenever you want to come, you have the standing invite. I think I have you on for Infinity and Beyond.
Okay.
So, and you can come to they usually meet in my office. So, yeah.
Yes, I plan on coming to
Perfect.
one or two of those, just to make sure that they see that we're still there.
Engaged.
If more than 2 board members are there, doesn't that need to be posted? Because of quorum,
Yeah.
More than
possible quorum.
Yes.
But
Yeah, so if you guys want to come, I just put Nick on the invite, a standing invite, but if you want to, I can, just let me know and I'll make sure we post it.
if you can
Yeah.
send that to a different email, I'll talk to you after,
Okay.
a different email, because I use a different calendar for like all my, that's probably why I haven't been thinking
Oh,
about
okay,
it.
yep.
I don't use my Google Calendar, I use my Outlook calendar.
Happily, yep,
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay, thanks.
And then related to accounts payable bills, so we are nearing the end of the year. We have a cutoff for purchasing for staff of April 15th so that we can kind of end the year and know where we are. So next month, you'll probably see a little bit larger of a list because we did have a lot of end of the year ordering that occurred. So just a heads up for next month. The treasurer's report, oh, you already got it up. So everything's looking good from a budget perspective. Obviously, our revenues is showing up slightly behind, but that's just related to how we coded the Fund 39, our referendum debt property tax levy. So overall, we're still on pace to hit the budget. And on the revenue side, on the expense side, we are on a similar pace to last year. We're just slightly behind. And that's because we have a 27th payroll period this year because there was 3 payrolls in September, 3 in March, and 3 in August. So it will catch up based on my projection. So there's no real concerns on the revenue or expense side. We are meeting with our administrative team this next week and the following week as we work on our preliminary budget, which we'll present in June for next year's budget. But this year's budget is looking right on track. Interest, I was conservative on the revenue side for interest. We have already exceeded the interest that we got last year, so that's always a good thing. The downside is if you have to borrow money, you're paying a higher cost, but we've locked in with our referendum debt and we didn't have to short-term borrow, so we're reaping the benefits of the higher interest rates right now. And then I think that's all I had on the treasurer's or the revenue and expense report. If there's any other questions.
Can I just ask one question? Nicole, when you read the checks, did you have those dated February or March? Just want to make sure you know March dates.
It is.
Yes, if
The account payable was February 1st, February 29th. Is that March? Should that be March?
It is March, sorry.
Yep.
Yes, for accounts payable. That was a typo. And then we did say March for the treasurer's report.
yes.
We did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Any questions at all? Discussion? Can I please have a motion to approve the consent agenda items?
Oh, there was D and E on this one.
Oh, sorry.
Do you need on the agenda?
it's just,
It's just,
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's on the consent.
yeah,
consent,
right,
sorry.
it's just the consent agenda. Right.
I move to approve the consent agenda items presented, or A through E as presented.
Moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. We have no public comments this evening?
No public.
No public.
Public, hi.
All right.
All right. Here's our annual board reorganization. All right, so I'm going to read it because it's been a year since I did this last time. So you have a nominating ballot in yellow. So we're going to do the nominations we're going to start with the president, then we'll move to the other ones. All right, so go ahead and we'll do secret ballot for president, yellow ballot. I liked your idea, though. Could we add it to now? or-
Look at them all.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're still
We
taking
all
a
vote
ballot.
on it.
Well, you're holding it up, right?
I'm not playing cards with you.
Specifically, it doesn't say president, vice president, da, and the policy, does it?
I did go to the casino 3 times. when I was in Arizona.
Yes, let's.
Last week.
We don't have to do the second round, just we can go through the first
That's what I'm
round.
at.
No.
Maybe unless there's,
If they're all the same,
as long as there's,
all the same, we just press forward.
Organization before you, which is kind of outlines.
I think ideas and examples, you don't have to,
No.
yeah.
Right.
so as long as it's unanimous, we don't have to continue to go down the next. Okay.
Which could also be put into the policy.
Yeah.
There would be some language, new
Yeah.
in there.
Wait, so now we have to do the green one?
Good campaign,
Or
man.
we're good? We're good, right? Okay, cool.
Unanimously,
You have to take a vote, this is only a nomination.
Right, no, we do have to do it.
So whether you're doing a paper or what.
Can we do a roll?
Something you've gotta do.
Yeah.
Can we just do a vote?
Yeah, we'll just-
Can we just do
Yeah.
it verbally?
All those in favor?
Well, the policy,
Oh, sorry.
so the policy says, shall be majority vote of existing board members present at the board meeting. Secret ballots may be utilized, only for the election of officers. Where no such majority exists on the first vote, a second vote shall be cast for 2 second candidates who receive the greatest number of votes. Especially, except for those appointed to fill a vacancy. Officers shall serve for 1 year until their respective successors are elected and shall qualify.
And the key word is
May.
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 I think they just do a verbal vote, just.
Yes, we did.
And I've never
policy
seen
change.
I've never seen it done like this before in
Yeah.
other my lives, but.
Yeah, I mean, we've done it like this before. I mean.
We have for like 5 or 6
Yeah,
years,
yeah.
yeah.
I would like to nominate Nick Maloney for vice president.
Wait, we have to take a vote. Yeah, yes. Does it have to, can we do just voice or roll, or?
It says secret ballots may be utilized, it's not
However
required.
we choose to
You
elect.
know, when I watched the board reorganization through last week, they were talking about how you should explain what your process is and follow your process. So if you're deviating from what you have, you know, make sure that everybody's aware that's watching, what the process is going to be.
Oh,
Yeah.
Diane always bringing us back.
So if we do the same thing we just did for president, we'd be,
Just go through the process.
Yep.
yeah.
And then we can,
Next year,
For the
yes.
next
we can
policy.
think through it next time. Okay.
I'm just gonna-
Now we're voting vice?
No, this would be
No.
the green sheet for.
We have to go do the green sheet for president.
Oh, ballot one, yes, sorry.
That would be weird, that's weird.
Yeah, so now we have to do.
No, okay, no, that's right, yeah.
What
I
it
know.
says on the
President,
board is
it's
you're supposed
green.
to check to see, like, you being the one that's nominated, will you accept the nomination?
I accept the nomination. Okay.
And then you're supposed to vote.
All right.
That's how
We
you
can do the
can
yellow
do
one
it,
right
though.
now.
It's not required that way.
I think we need to read that.
Yeah,
Actually, we don't do the yellow one.
for vice president, I mean.
Oh, for being,
It may be in the future, there can be a link.
I love
a link that
redundancy.
we click and then it goes.
Thank you.
All right. So now vice president?
I'm home.
we're doing yellow.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Get your steps in tonight.
You should probably just stay right here.
Right one.
5 votes for Nick Maloney.
I accept the nomination.
Green for Nick.
Five votes for Nick Maloney.
Did it say
Thanks.
you can stop at the office?
All right, yellow for treasurer. Oops. Yes,
Green, shouldn't it, because it's money?
it should be.
Sorry.
You got me all confused there for a
Sorry,
second.
sorry. No, you're right.
Five votes for Nicole Haas. Accept.
Already pre-filled these out.
Good job.
I'm an overachiever.
You are A plus.
And there are 5 votes for Nicole Haas.
Congratulations.
Shocking.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Now I'm clerk.
Five votes for Steve Brown.
I accept. I said that a little too fast, didn't I?
Five votes for Steve Brown.
Congratulations.
This should be exciting.
Are you nervous? Jack, you
nervous, I
didn't even
filled
fill
out
out
a
the right
blue
one
one.
for yourself.
Five votes for Jack Nicolai.
I accept.
Five votes for Jack Nicolai.
Motion, I move to
Congratulations,
approve the
everyone.
slate of officers as voted on by the board.
So moved. Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. Thank you all. All right. Yeah, CISA 2 convention representative.
I move to approve Steve Brown as the 2024 CISA Convention representative.
So moved.
Steve, do you accept?
Oh, I accept.
You didn't have a choice.
No, I was waiting for the, sorry.
He's
I
under fire
accept.
control.
I need a second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? All right, motion carries. Congratulations, Steve. And thank you for doing that for us.
Sure.
We do really appreciate
I'm
that.
talking about that one a little bit.
Diane, I have the sign ready to go. I mean, not with name, but my signature.
Ever since he's been here,
To
he's
sign regardless of who. Never mind, never mind.
And this is just for,
Nicole, you're good, still doing the WASB and the legislative updates for us? I know it's not part of the,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
okay, I mean, it's really helpful and
I'm good.
very appreciative.
Extremely helpful. Thank you so much for doing it.
There's just so much information that is coming at us.
There's so much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I appreciate
I don't even
you
put-
distilling that,
Half of it
I know.
on there because
but thank you.
I just call Marquez and scroll.
By the way, there's that one issue with the governor that's being challenged in court
The veto,
with the veto,
the partial veto.
the partial veto, which
Supreme Court.
interesting on funding, extending the years to 2035 or
400 years, I think.
It was-
2,444.
Right, it was like 10 years and then beyond, but anyway.
Right.
Everyone was playing the game, you just beat the game right there.
Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway.
But thank you for doing that, appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
of course.
all right, and as Steve mentioned in his update earlier on CISA, we do have the contract for services for the 2024-2025 school year. You can see some of the things that we have already estimated and other areas are just to be determined, but we do need to sign the contract.
Do I have a motion to approve the CISA 2 contract?
I move to approve the CISA 2 contract for services for the 2024-2025 school year.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
All right, another one of our annual April items is the approval of the contracted staff member contracts. This year we have 70 full-time, actually 69 full-time contracts and one part-time employee. One of our new counselors is going to be 0.6. And the contracts reflect the step and lane changes for eligible employees as they are known. So everybody moves down a step or over a lane if we are aware of a degree that was completed this year. And then as we do our negotiations down the road, then the amount on the contract would be updated. So the contract is stated as not less than X amount. So upon approval, we will place the contracts in staff mailboxes tomorrow, and they will be signed then electronically by the board.
So quick question, as we're having these conversations about this committee work, how do we get to a point where it wouldn't be less than, like they would actually be signing their official contract this time of the year for next school year? Like when would we have to have?
Yes,
So one of the big
Right,
holdups,
exactly.
or what was that?
Now that we have insurance set, and now I know we're redoing everything.
Yeah, so we're currently with Humana right now. They're exiting the marketplace. So we're actually out searching for our next health insurance provider. If we had stayed with Humana, if they were still going to stick around, I think we would have already known our insurance renewal and we could do the negotiations. So hopefully whoever we go with next for this upcoming school year which we should know in the next 5 to 6 weeks. Hopefully we can stick with them multiple years, and at which point we'll get the renewal much sooner, and we can do the negotiations
Because we already
probably
know CPI and.
in tandem with
Right,
this.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So unfortunately, you know, I don't want to commit too much, or I don't think we should commit without knowing what our health insurance
course,
renewal is going
right.
to be, because that 1 year we got a 40% renewal, and obviously that we would just
Be prepared a little bit more for this
Yeah.
one.
Yep.
Yeah. One of the things in the community, though, that survey, there is an interest if, like, there was a way to find a stable CPI, even if it changes up and down, they'd be willing to, the
floor and a
survey
ceiling.
results. Just to say, well, or just whatever you say, it's gonna be that for 5 years, so that we know it's not gonna bounce up and down, regardless of what so, and it doesn't, they're not talking astronomical. Yes, one survey did say it needs to be 10% regardless. I think they were just angry and they filled out the survey, but most people are very reasonable on that when the compensation, so they're willing to, there's an
Have some
interest in.
stability, right.
Thank you, yep.
All right, can I have a motion, please?
I move to,
No, vote, please.
There are gonna be a lot more, don't worry.
I move to approve the contracted staff contracts for the 2024-2025 school year as presented.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries.
We always follow up with the notices of assignment for school year hourly employees. And so we do this as a requirement to assure that employees, that is our intent to employ them for next school year. And then that protects us from unemployment claims over the summer. So this year we have 35 notices of assignment, 16 part-time and 19 full-time for school year hourly employees. So this does not include our year-round or full-year employees, like our custodians, our maintenance staff, and our year-round administrative assistants, but it does include everybody else.
Any questions at all?
Any questions?
Move to approve the notices of assignment for the 24-25 school year as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Stereo.
Nicole? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
So as you know, we have one notice of non-renewal, and that is for a social worker position for the 2024-25 school year. And this non-renewal is strictly because of a reduction in force and not related to performance concerns. In fact, I've reached out to other people in industries, like for outside organizations, and given the person on her behalf, like recommendations for her. So I just wanted to make that known.
Move to approve the notice of non-renewal for the 24-25 school year as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Speak up.
Jack? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
We will need a finance personnel committee sometime in May, excuse me, not this month, next month. And then policy, there is a batch that has been updated, and then it might be good to revisit the policy that we talked about earlier, just to add some language. So they'll be in May or June, so.
you find that prior to the board meeting?
Yes,
Does it need to be
it would
prior?
need, I would like it to be
Okay, that's
prior,
fine.
if that's okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't have plans to do this already, could we have prior, like in the summer, a curriculum committee to talk about science reading, anything that's going on, what the plans are for next year?
When does the data from the exams just taken come out?
We will I don't actually know when they really, I don't know.
Is that random when they release the forward exams and all that kind of stuff?
It's taking more time because there's more written pieces this year. They got rid of some and added, so I'm a little unsure. We did get them in the summertime last year, and you'll have access during our retreat on August, whatever, 27th. You're gonna get data before everyone else, so.
Okay.
You want it before?
No,
August?
as soon as they come out, we'd probably want to know and have a discussion, because I think that is.
Well, there's the forward exams, but also the MAP test.
The map
is that what
testing.
you're asking about?
Yeah, the map testing.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna have them, those data soon.
That's pretty quick.
We take, it's
By next
in
board
May.
meeting soon, do you think, or no?
No, because we'll be taking the exam.
Okay.
That,
Okay, I'm just saying that's, I think, a very key component into the planning of the following year.
Right, so you're looking more for academic performance, not necessarily which
As it
test.
pertains to our strategic plan moving forward.
I think
Right,
MAP data is probably more valuable. It's more nationally normed at least than forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
cool.
sorry, I thought you wanted forward data.
I mean, I want all the datas.
Yeah, you'll have all the datas for sure in front of you in August 27th. I'm gonna do a deep dive.
well, and maybe the curriculum can tail off that.
That's what I was-
because I
that's
would
the point I was
assume
getting
that-
at.
That
I was trying to say, put it all
decisions
in
would
one
be made
basket if
based
need be.
on.
Oh,
I
the
mean, some
retreat,
decisions
that
are-
whole day
okay.
is all of, you'll
All of it.
have, probably you'll be a little exhausted by the end of all the information on that day. It'll be fun for you.
Well, no, I'm just saying, I think that day, something rings in my brain about that day, but, sorry.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, we'll keep on going.
okay.
Our next board meeting is May 28th. I would like to adjourn this meeting at 6:30. Can I please have a motion?
I move to adjourn this meeting at 6:30.
So moved? Oh.